Okay, I'll turn this off.
Let's go, Pog.
Are we back? Can they hear us?
Yes, they can.
Hello, hello.
And
Welcome back.
Hear me. All right.
MF Doom.
We're gonna. Unfortunately, Stellar turned off the stream for a bit, so.
Yeah. Pulled the plug.
All right, we're gonna roughly continue from where we left off. I apologize. I'll try to not touch any buttons from now on. And we're gonna try to keep going. Nothing happened
Cool.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, nothing at all happened.
All right, so I'll count you off, and y'all can go
Sure.
ahead. All right.
All right.
So 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so while stream was off, I did this level, so on first try, which was one of the hard level. So I'm gonna like try to redo it, but okay, no, I can't. Don't do the stuff. Maybe I'm not gonna try to assess it. So if I die, just like continue, because I already have the assess, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys missed 2 levels, and we're just gonna do this one because Kuitar basically aced it. It was sick.
Yeah, it's
And,
one of the hardest level. So I was really happy to get it first try, and then the stream was not seeing it apparently. So
Yeah. Yeah. So if he dies, just gonna keep going on. It's all good.
yeah, normally I don't have to restart, but I already did it, so I already have the red key.
Yeah. Another thing to say as well is just like a slight thing. I guess I haven't really noticed, but Dustman is not supposed to be green.
Oh yeah, that's
this is just like a visual mod.
Yes. I'll just paste it again.
Nice, easy, good stuff.
I'll just put my timer back on.
Yeah, I have a small delay now, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'll try not to react.
Nah, you can. I'll just double react. I'll just double like that. Oh, that was a nice set of kills there. Yeah, down heavies are quite good for enemies because usually you'll get the dust to splash out like right in front of you, so that's where you're going anyway. There's another thing that you might see a bit later on, which we'll go into, is something called spike glitch, I believe. Spike jump.
Spike jump.
Yeah, spike jump. Yeah, spike jump is one of the easiest techniques in this game, and it basically involves just holding down and the jump button when you're like on a 45-degree angle on a spike, and you'll always get a jump from it. Like it just always works that way, so it's kind of nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this is another level.
Yeah, this is Wild Den, which is one of the levels that's kind of like this combat arena. There's one like this in every hub, if not 2.
This one on every hub. Only one. Unless you count Dahlia, but I don't see anyone counts it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just fucking aced it, so.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alright. Alright, this is another like gold level, and it's a pretty long one. It's like a bit over a minute. So if I do any mistake like near the end, it's like instantly a minute lost.
Yeah. Again, he needs to be able to keep the combo meter in the bottom left corner for the whole duration of this, while also getting every piece of dust. So that is how you get it. That's what an SS is. So basically, yeah, there's like different ranks for everything, and in order to get every single key, which is what the category entails, he needs SS.
Yeah, it's like two like rank. It's like the completion, and then finesse. And completion is just getting everything, and finesse is not dropping your combo.
Yeah,
which is a very nice way to like do about it, because a lot of games just like use like your time, but like you can kind of take your time here, just like as long as you don't like lose your combo, you're fine. Which is very satisfying to like SS levels. It's
very nice.
Well, yeah, pretty much like one try at every gold level. Oh, except when I had to redo one.
Is that gonna do it for Forest?
Yep.
Now we're heading into the mansion levels. Atrium is kind of the same as Dahlia, which is just this kind of open, just this open level with a bunch of gargoyles flying around. You don't want to use heavy attacks upwards if they're close to the ceiling because you can splash.
Yeah.
Except for the ending there, but yeah, you can splash dust onto the ceiling, and it can be like really tough to acquire sometimes. Yeah, Mansion's got some of the best looking levels for sure. Overall.
Something you're gonna see, you've seen me do already, is when you see dust on the ground, like the first thing you like kind of like want to do when you like start the game is just like go on it, but you can just attack it. Like a lot of the time you can like just attack a bunch of things. Let me just fix my I have like a noto splitter right now, and it keeps like double splitting sometimes, so I'm mostly using it to make sure I don't like
miss a level.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alcoves has these like kind of circular Sonic looking rings around them here.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward too. Like you'd think it's like made it so it's like very smooth to go through, but it's kind of awkward to go through them.
Yeah, there's the most important thing is with things like these slanted ceilings is you can get a speed boost whenever you go up a wall and then you're about to collide with the corner of the wall, and if you input a jump, you'll get like a speed boost. So that's how you keep the speed, but it's not very smooth, at least on that level. It's not made for that.
Yeah.
Caverns is another pretty long level. It's not too hard, but it is kind of lengthy. So again, losing a combo on this is a big time loss.
I shouldn't. Hope I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna like go down so I can fix the camera. Because you're not supposed really to go this way.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange level where there's like a section on the left and then also a section on the right.
Yeah, it's very confusing the first time you come
Not
here.
really anything like it. That was a nice dash to the right and then like the left heavy.
Thank you.
Yeah, sniping that like on the way.
See this? Yeah, this like auto splitter fucking me up pretty badly right now. Sorry for the language.
I think this one's pretty long too, as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of long level in Mansion.
Yeah. So one thing that did actually like kill my hand a little bit whenever I was playing this game, I did some ILs as well, is whenever you get up from a ledge, down dashing immediately after getting up from a ledge is usually faster most of the time, but it's really rough to do, like a lot of the time. You see Kuitar do that basically every time he climbs up from a ledge. Instead of like waiting for Dustman to fall, or like kind of climb up and get over it and then fall, you can just instantly get back on the ground by doing a down dash.
If you have an air charge, you can just... Oops, that's not how you do this. If you have an air charge, you can just like dash. It's not as precise, but if you don't, you have to like down dash and then dash as soon as you're on the ground. You can do that like pretty much within like 2 frames. If you can like press an input and then stop pressing and pressing it again like the next frame, which is not really humanly possible. See, I'm using the wrong character now.
Yeah, this is a level I found kind of tough. Yeah, Dustworth is quite good for this because I think these enemies coming up, these gargoyles, are much easier to take out with Dustworth's full hop and down heavy. It just fits the spacing really well.
Yeah, also you're like going up a lot in this level. Like,
yeah.
So.
This level also has a pretty tricky ending for the IL, at least I think so.
Yeah, I'm not doing the IL strat.
Yeah.
Library, yeah. can do like, oh, okay. We're fine. We're perfectly fine.
That was close.
Yeah, so that's an example of like the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't matter too much, but like if you like fall down like that, it can get really close. And I saved it by like attacking. If I was like just like going normally, I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have made it, yeah.
Yeah, I would have lost my combo. You can see like the combo like meter like
blinking.
Yeah, blinking. When it's like 3 seconds, so you have like 2 seconds left when it starts blinking. Just not stressful at all. It's very stressful.
Another thing you can do in this game that's kind of like a bit of tech that you can do to attack. It's not used too much, but it is used every now and then. Is you can you can cancel heavy attacks with each other by dashing in between. So you can do like side heavy dash, side heavy dash, side heavy dash, and you can like get a lot of quick hits in that way. It's good for taking out bigger enemies. In this case, it would be some knights. You might see that a bit later. There's a level. I forget the name of the level.
Knight or?
Yeah,
oh.
Maybe.
Oh, that sneaky piece of dust. Yeah, you have to like be really. I kind of like always look behind me in this game because it can be really easy to miss dust.
Especially in like full game runs like this, yeah.
Yeah, this game is like a lot more popular for like it's ILs. Or just like doing ILs because there's a leaderboard. Every time you finish a run, it's a PB. It goes on the leaderboard, and it goes on the board with with a demo file, kind of. So you can watch any run of anyone. This pushed the level of the game like really, really far.
Yeah, there's a site like there's Dustkid, which is like a site that also shows all the statistics and stuff like that. And like Kuitar said, there's kind of replay files that gets uploaded to this leaderboard basically every time.
Yeah, you can access everything through the game as well. Like you don't even need to go to the site, but the site is very nice.
The site's just got extra statistics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's also kind of 2 categories of ILs as well. There's SS, which is usually the one most people care about. But there's also fastest completion as well. There's like kind of any percent in a way. And there are a couple levels where it is kind of a different run. Like for example, there's one later on in I think it is in this world maybe, where you kind of do a small clip through the wall.
Okay, that's a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, I see what you. Yeah, okay.
I didn't think that was gonna kill everyone.
I thought the last guy was actually out of range. I thought you saved that.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, I missed some dust on the top, and I was trying to get it with the super, but the super killed every guy. So
it ended the level.
Yeah. And I saw something with the super that it kills enemies through walls, but dust you need to have a line of sight from the character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I missed some dust there. That's okay. It's actually my first big mistake, which is not too bad. Okay, so this level here, storeroom, that's the only one time we're gonna see Dustkid. I'm gonna focus because okay, I wanna get this thread. So I might need to restart a few times. Come on.
Yeah, so while Kuitar's doing this, pretty much everything is... Oh.
Yeah, the end was a bit weird, but...
Yeah. Yeah, so these combat levels, every part of the enemy pattern is deterministic. So basically nothing is random. So you can kind of do it the same way every time. And because Dustkit has such quick attacks like that, you can take out like most of the enemies pretty quick in that room. So, and yeah, like Kuitar said, that is the only time you'll see Dustkit. Dustkit is not really used much. Even in ILs, Dustkit's not used in almost any of the levels.
That's for sure. She's used a lot in TASes because she's like, because of the quick attack on the 2 air chars instead of 1, she can do some really fast stuff. Like for example, there, that the strat I do in that level, it's 6.9 action per second, which is 415 APM. If people like know about like APM and stuff, that's very fast on like the fingers.
Yeah, it's very fast. There's also a couple like any % chi strats that you can do with her as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So, a very unique character for sure. Yeah, so you can see again, the platforming is getting a little bit tougher now. Any fall is losing your combo, and any hit from any of the spikes is instant death. You lose your combo. Yeah, so here's Night Hall, which does have a ton of enemies, so you can see the kind of heavy canceling. Kuitar does need to go behind these knights because the shield does block the attack for the most part.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to drop your combo in this, especially if you're not like being careful. But luckily, with the heavy attacks, you can hit multiple enemies all at once. So it's not too bad. Small optimization as well Kuitar is doing is like knocking some of the chests up into the air so that the heavy attack does not splash any dust onto the ground or onto the walls or anything like that, so he doesn't have to pick up extra. And that went really well.
Yeah. These are really long level. This is the arcade should be the longest level in the run because the only longer level than this is Yoda, which we're not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should mention that the reason this category exists, which doesn't do like all levels, is mostly because at the end of the difficulty, so the level you unlocked with these red keys, there's a level called Yota. And this is like a more than 2 minutes level that's extremely difficult. Like it's like the gold level are quite difficult. Like for any new player, like it takes usually like a few hours per gold level. Like some can take like maybe like 5 to like 6 hours on your first try trying to assess them.
Yeah.
Then you have the difficult, like most of them are going to probably take you like 10 to like maybe like
20 hours.
15, 20. And then you have after all of that, so like you're already like decent at the game because you assess all of that. You have like Yota, which I don't know if let's switch here. Did I miss something? No, I'm fine. Usually I was super at the end there. I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, when you arrive at Yota, it can take anything between like 30 to like 100 of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so this level is like, it's not too bad, but the first... Oh, let me just get that.
I'll just let you focus on this. I want to talk a little bit more about Yoda.
Yeah, just talk. I'll focus.
So as Kuitar said, once you've beaten the like regular 64 levels of the game, you unlock the difficulties, and he said that most of them are about 5 to, well, most of the regular gold levels to SS are like you said 5 hours. Then it ramps up till about 10, 20 hours or something like that for the difficulties, and then there's 9 difficult levels. I think it's 9, maybe it's 10. And then Yoda's the last one, and Yoda takes an insanely like the level casually is like, I wouldn't even say 2 minutes. It's closer to 3 because of you're probably going to be playing it safe. Usually you kind of factor in speed a little bit, like you'd like to get like a decent time on your SS, but on Yoda you just want to complete it. So it's ridiculous. Like, it is such a hard level that only, I think, like less than 300 people in the world have SS'd it or something like that.
This game has been sold like, I think it's like 200,000 on the on downhill. I think it's like 200,000 times.
Yeah,
out of
about a quarter
200,000 people, only like 300, so like 0.1% have actually like finished the game.
Actually beaten the game, yeah. And I would like to quiz everybody in chat right now because Kuitar has beaten Yoda. He's one of the people that have beaten it. I want to ask everybody who is the second Jak and Daxter runner who has beaten Yoda as well. It is not me. I would like to quiz you guys. Who do you think it is? There is another Jak and Daxter runner that has beaten Yoda. And you may or may not know him.
I saw the answer, but...
Nice. The answer is indeed Vasco.
Yeah. You actually got it like a lot sooner than me. Okay, so this is a big example of what we say, that you get your air charge back every time you like clear an enemy, because this level has like no surface where you can stand on. You basically only like go from one enemy to the other.
Yeah, and just to be like a bit more basic about it, an air charge is basically like you have 2 air charges basically, so you can either dash and then, well, you have 1, I guess.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
I could have said that, I think. Well, you have 1 air charge.
yeah, so you have 1 air charge, and so when you're in the air
kill.
in this game, you can either dash or you can jump, and so whenever you kill an enemy, or kill any of the, just like any dust ball or slime ball or anything like that in the air, you get your air charge back. So you're able to, you can see Kuitar's, hitting the enemies, and then he's jumping into the ceiling to get a small boost, or he's dashing or something like that. So you're kind of just able to float through the air and just continually kill the enemies. So it's very satisfying to kind of just continually like fly through the...
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh!
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's kind of a newbie strat that's possible in a scenario like that, but Kuitar was playing it risky. I admire it. You can, so spamming light attacks does fill the super meter a little bit quicker.
No. If you fill your combo depending on the damage you deal, so you'll do the same damage doing a light attack or not.
Oh, okay. I thought you could like spam it and then farm it more. I'm spreading misinformation.
Yeah.
For me. Sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
Well, that's all for mansion. I forget what this next area is called, but this is
the city.
Yeah, the city. So most of it's going to be junk that we have to clean off. Every single hub has like stuff we need to clean. So the first hub is leaves. The next one is dust. This is junk, and then the last one's slime.
Okay. I'm somehow ahead of my PB, by the way, after all of that. But...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Park is pretty cool. It's got some big boosts in it. It's got a big underground section as well. But yeah, I really like these kind of slanted, just cement blocks, I guess, sticking up from the ground. You're able to retain a lot of big speed in this.
Yeah, Bark is a lot about slow boosting.
I didn't even realize Stellar instantly typed Vasco, so I thought he was just being boring and he just knew. But it actually seems like, just judging from his reaction, he had no clue. That's kind of cool.
I'm surprised you haven't... Did he knew Vasco played Dustforce, or?
Not even sure.
Because Vasco hasn't played Dustforce in like...
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah, so this is landfill, and this is one of those levels that does have an out of bounds that you can use Dust Kid for in the IL. But other than that, I don't know, it's a really smooth level as well. It's got a really cool ending you'll see here in a minute with a huge drop. Yep. It's pretty satisfying. If you use the super in the wrong spot there as well, you can end up like finishing the level and you'll miss like a piece of dust as well.
Yeah, it's Yes, happened to me.
Development's a level that's kind of, at least to me, is a good example of like what separates just a good player from like an okay player, I guess. Is like cleaning dust off of like these kinds of walls is really tough. Just off the sides all the time, because like casually you'd kind of just go around every side and just clean everything off. But you can see Kuitar's constantly using attacks to kind of clean the sides and stuff like that. Also, this one dust ball at the bottom of the level.
Yeah, I missed one.
Yeah, so that dust ball at the bottom of the level is the only trigger to end the level, which actually makes construction site the fastest level in the game. There is currently an IL record for this map that's like half a second long.
I'm not sure if I got it. Don't think. Yeah, got that. Yeah, it's like tied by like 100 people at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna focus.
Excuse me.
This should be fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so if you're like just going through Dustforce and you're somewhat decent at it and you want to try get an easy record, there you go. Go get that one. It's half a second long. It's 1 second long. I think it's 0.
It's 1 frame on the second, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's 0.983, I believe.
Yeah. It's like 59. I actually don't have that.
I do. So I'm clearly better than you.
Yeah.
No,
for sure.
That's.
I mean, you have a better downhill time too, so. And that's it, I think. I'm out to 36 mix.
Wait, you fix it?
I'm gonna make do the thing again.
We should be back.
Oh yeah, it is back.
Okay.
I'll stick
Are we good to go? Oh.
Yeah, it looks good to go. Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a countdown.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go.
Okay, one thing I don't know if you noticed too is that usually the silver and gold key are like kind of like not like hidden, but like they're like behind some obstacle in the lobby. This is kind of like to get people to like not go to those levels like early on. It's more like it's kind of like okay, if you can't go there, you probably can't beat the level as well.
Yeah, that's it's a good shout.
Yeah, it's a kind of a neat way to because when you beat the game casually, you're usually not going to like beat a full area and then go to the next. You're usually gonna beat like the keyless on like wood door and then go like to the next area, do that as well, and then maybe do like a silver. Like you're not gonna like be efficient about it.
Mm-hmm.
This
I'm just
level,
letting you focus on this combo. It is long.
yeah, it's pretty long level and it's kind of awkward. This one is a bit faster, but that's pretty harder too as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you. Yeah, the silver key in the city are like pretty hard.
Yeah, the gold ones are tough. Especially, I think Hideout is the one I'm thinking of, maybe?
Yeah, it is.
Hideout is very rough. It's got a lot of...
I'd say the hardest level in the run.
Yeah. It's
maybe one of the three hardest.
I think Clock Tower was perhaps one of the toughest ones as well for me. We'll get to that one in a minute, I think.
Yeah, my first SS wasn't Hideout, but was a level we'll see much later on. But here, having the consistency on the Hideout is pretty hard. It's not too bad though. We should be fine. Okay, yes, this scaffolding I think is the hardest silver level. It's harder than a lot of gold. Okay, that was risky. Okay, so these dust blocks here, and I don't think I've said yet. If you fall through them too fast, you'll just break them. You won't like stand on them at all.
Yeah.
So
you kind of enter this fast fall state after falling for a long time, so you don't want to do that with those kind of blocks. And by the way, all the cones that you see around, those are spikes. That's instant death. Do not want to touch any of those. Very nice. Really early use of the super there as well.
Yeah, the super has pretty big range, and since you can kill enemies through walls with it. Oh.
I should also say just if you like the look of this game, this is basically what you get as well. Like the presentation is very minimalistic and very beautiful, and like the soundtrack's really nice, the graphics are really nice as well. Like it's just got a great overall presentation in my opinion. Yeah. There's really like no cutscenes or anything. You just get thrown right in. And
yes, no cutscene, there's like the intro cutscene, but there's no story or anything.
Yeah, you just kind of get jumped in, and it's really nice. I mean, if you're a veteran speedrunner, you'll definitely like this game. Yeah, so this is Clock Tower. I think this was the first really big struggle level for me.
Yeah, and this has no checkpoint as well.
Yeah, that's what the main issue is. So you can't... one big thing when you're going for SSs as a casual is this level's really short, but when you're going for SSs, you want to do a couple like kind of bad attempts to, you know, practice the ending, get the checkpoint near the end and practice it. You don't get to the ending that much on Clock Tower because there are no checkpoints, but Kuitar gets past it. You can see the level's only 22 seconds if you do it right, but it does require...
So here to use a small trick, like if you miss something in the Nexus, you can go back one Nexus and you'll be back at the last door you
I
had.
don't actually know that.
Yeah, it's only useful if you mess up in a full game run, so...
Yeah, Concrete Temple, another pretty rough...
Very long level.
Yeah, another rough gold. Yeah, I was just reminded of a technique. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's another really rough, like long gold level. You can see Kuitar is actually, whenever he's going through tunnels like that have enemies, he actually needs to be careful to not hit the enemies like too early, because this game has a mechanic called hit rise. Whenever you attack like a dust block or something like that with like a heavy attack, I think even with lights too, you basically go up a little bit. So if you're going through narrow corridors, and you're like hitting enemies multiple times, you'll slightly go up every time. So you might accidentally go up into the spikes. Nice try. So those, had those spikes on the wall been at a 45-degree angle, Kuitar could have maybe saved that with a spike jump.
Yeah, it's like a very small thing you can stand there too. It's like it's only a few pixels wide, so.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not gonna be a consistent stuff. If I supered earlier, I could have just jumped back up. But... Oh, we're fine.
But it may not like look like it, but this game is stupidly hard, by the way. Like it's it takes so long to get like remotely consistent or decent at this game. It has such a high skill ceiling.
Yeah, I have almost 1900 hours on this game. I'm far from the top skill level. These people have all like 5,000 or 6,000 hours in the game. The top player.
Yeah, it gets pretty nuts near the top. Pretty friendly community as well. I talked to a few of them.
Yeah. This is my least favorite arena level.
Alleyway's rough as well. Alleyway took me a while too as well. This is the hardest combat level. It's just filled with enemies. The kind of garbage monster guys, they have big range as well. And it's very difficult to retain. Nice. It's super hard to retain combo in that.
Alright, and here comes Hideout.
Yeah, this is Hideout.
I'm gonna have full focus mode. I think the level speaks for itself.
Yeah. I'll just say that the entrance going up to this is, yeah, just reminiscent of what this is all about. Very nice.
That hunting is actually like very stressful because those guys attack you really, really fast.
Yeah.
So
They have big range and they're really fast as well. So that's the last of that. That's the last level in Hub 3.
that's never did that in this level. But
Yep.
taking the scenic route out. Yeah, now we are in the lab. You can see we like have to clean some slime.
Yep.
There's no difference between the different kind of dust, by the way, like the
It's all
slime or
visual.
yes. The enemies have different properties, but that's about it.
Yep.
There's gonna be
So-
some new interesting enemies actually. Okay. So that, as you can see in the name, there's AS, and hopefully I don't get an AS, because it's really easy to get an AS in this game, in this level. Okay, so that's this enemy you're gonna see in a second. These actually normally have like 5 hit points, but if you hit them to like one side, you can see like there's like the string that attach them to the ground, and then if you attack that, you like one-shot them. So you can like, ooh, that's risky. So you can like use 2 attack to kill them really fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's very satisfying too, because you're like pushing them and then breaking them.
And I was going to mention as well, since people talked about the music, is I would not say that the music is a low-key slapper. I think this game has actually gained quite a big reputation for its music.
Yeah.
You'll hear it in YouTube videos and all sorts of things of people that haven't even played the game and stuff. It's a popular soundtrack for sure.
It's a joke in the community that the soundtrack has sold more than the game.
Yeah. That just means it's good.
Yeah. And also that this game is critically underrated, but I might be slightly biased.
Yep. Yeah, server room is also a little bit tough on missing dust, at least to me. I feel like sometimes, like, not that I'll finish the level with missing dust, it's just that sometimes you miss the tip of the slide and you'll end up not getting one of the dust pieces and stuff.
That was really good.
That was fucking flawless.
Yeah.
Sorry, language. Titan is one of my favorite levels as well. It's one of the ones I've grinded a lot. It's got a really fun any percent as well for IL if you really enjoy boosting. Also SS as well. It's got a really like zoomed out camera as well, it's just so you can really like get a feeling for it. Nice, that was good.
We used to have the actually exact same time on that level, by the way, up to the frame. But while I was practicing.
Oh, you and me?
Yeah.
Oh,
while I was practicing, I was like trying to look for some more consistent strat, and they ended up also being faster. So I just like PvP'd.
That's cool. Yeah, I have grinded a couple of these levels, just mostly from Kuitar, like teaching me random stuff and just, you know, just having fun with the game on my own.
Oops.
Kuitar definitely has way higher skill than me, but sometimes I'm just a grinder.
This eye can be like so smooth, but it didn't go smooth. Okay, you can get like a super that kill all. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, this last room is tough because you need like a pretty. You need the walk cycle, I think, of that guy at the bottom to line up.
Yeah, which is not random, by the way. Like you.
Yeah, that's deterministic.
Yeah, it's just that was very slow for the whole level. So.
Satellite Debris is a great level as well that I've grinded a bit. It's got a unique song to it, I think. Well, it's a song that doesn't play very much. I think this is a level that only appears in Deluxe as well.
There's...
Yeah,
most of the keyless level except Downhill are the new levels. Because the game was a bit too hard for like new players. So they wanted to add easier level.
Yeah.
To ease you into the mechanic. That's one thing I'm gonna say. If you're like a fan of 2D platformer or like quite like them, like you should try this game for sure. But at the same time, while I'm saying that, like this is not a game that like you just start playing and it like feels good instantly.
Yeah.
The mechanics are like well, for me it's the most mechanical 2D platformer, but I'll argue with anyone. It feels really rough at the start, like I'm gonna put it that way. Like at the start, it feels like the character is not doing at all what you're asking it to do, because there's so many things you need to learn with like how you interact with different platform, like if they're like slanted, if they are slope, if they are slanted wall, a slanted ceiling. Like there's so many like stuff to learn on also like the speed at which you like go into these different things like will change a lot the outcome. So like you have to like persevere a bit. Like it's not like it's often like compared to like Super Meat Boy, because it came out like a bit after Super Meat Boy, but it's very not the same.
Yeah.
Like Super Meat Boy, after a few minutes you picked up pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, the mechanics are really especially if you want to go for, because the thing is, you can start beating levels like pretty easily at first, but even if you don't know the mechanics that well, but eventually you're gonna have to start assessing levels, because otherwise you won't get keys to unlock new levels. And yeah, so you will eventually have to like learn all the different stuff. And it's not like it's a chore to learn any of this stuff. It's just stuff you naturally learn by playing the game more and more and explore the game's mechanics and stuff like that. It's extremely rewarding as a speedrunner. Like,
okay, I missed the like leaving out early, then I realized I didn't hit the last.
That was a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is also one of the, I'd say one of the 3 hardest.
Oh yeah, backup shift. Yeah, this is a really long one, and
I'm gonna do a really risky strat. So I'll show you.
Yeah, there's also that you can see the ascent that's coming up in a bit. It's kind of on the right there. It's a pretty tight corridor, and also it's just kind of awkward because sometimes like Dustforce's height, once you reset these jumps, it sometimes goes like a little bit above, so you have to. Sometimes you'll have to kill 2, and then this is where the hit rise mechanic really kind of is. Oh, nice. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
like
allow you to kill like 2 enemies at the end. Okay, this is where the hit rise matter at the very end up here. Like you have to like space out your attack, otherwise you're gonna like hit the ceiling and die.
Yeah. I'll just repeat in case it wasn't heard before, but when you hit an enemy, like when you're in the air, if you kill an enemy while you're in the air, you'll go up a little bit. So if you got like a bunch of enemies in a straight line in the air, you can't just do like dash heavy, dash heavy, dash heavy. You'll go up ever so slightly, and then that'll make you hit the spikes basically. So you have to like purposely delay it a little bit. Yeah, so this is containment. This is another
last
combat.
level.
Yep. Another combat level. Not as hard as forget the one in the city, I would say. But it is tougher to maybe keep combo on this one. Just because the platforms are quite high.
I found this one harder casually, but as an IL this is much easier. Like the strat is like flow really well. And if you like mess up the strat, you can recover. Oh, what? Okay, missed one of the attack apparently.
Yeah, honestly, this last stretch of the run is just, it's got some of the best levels, for sure.
Oh, nice. I'm very happy I got that. That's heavy down. And then jumping on the wall is very, very precise.
Nice.
Fishy on the SSO world record I was watching earlier, he actually missed that, so I'm definitely better than Fishy, you know?
Yeah. You're definitely better than Fishy.
Well, that's not okay. Usually like use a very weird route here at the start, but kinda messed it up. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for here. Never mind. There's something that's called like the access boost here at the very top. Because the way like the wall goes into the ceiling, you can like get a lot of speed, and then you can keep that speed up. Okay, so this is the another one of those hardest level.
Yeah, Core Temple. This was a rough one casually. For
Yeah,
me.
this one took me the longest.
Yeah, this one takes a really long time. The only reason this didn't take me as long is because I got I got a Jorf at the end, I think, right?
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, if you're under those spikes, that's
I'm not gonna
One.
go into the technicality because
yeah.
I
It's
don't
like
know this.
1 pixel where you can stand on some edge of spikes. And when I say 1 pixel, it's like even less than 1 pixel. This game doesn't really use like pixel for dimension. But, and also, this is not a 240p game. This is a 1080p game, so 1 pixel is very, very small. Like one tile, for example, is 48 pixel, I think. So 140. Okay. 1/48 of a tile. Just on the body, okay. The noise was
I actually thought you
important.
failed. That's you were literally like, speaking of pixels, you were literally pixels away from that.
okay. Then here you can get like a checkpoint. So this dash was intentional. Well, you can do it without dying, but no big deal. Okay.
All right,
Abyss.
Abyss. I hate this one. Just this one is, I don't know. Like, I tried to get a good time on this and I just gave up. It's
Okay.
so annoying to grind.
I'm gonna do another art stretch here. I have to like. There we go. This super is like really precise to like get everything you need, and then also be able to like reach back to platform on the left.
Yeah, it's really quick though, so it saves a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's. You might as well like learn it if you're gonna do runs. Okay.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Okay, and this is the last level. Dome, which is the last gold level. This one is not too bad, but
It's a really fun level though. At least
Yeah.
I will say that's one of my favorites for sure. It's got a really fun section near the bottom where there's like a ramp and then like there's some enemies that you need to hit in the air as well. Yeah. I really like Dome. I think it's one of the best design levels for sure.
oh, well, I failed my spy jump.
Uh,
Uh,
happens.
yeah, that's not too bad.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
All right, I'm ready on time whenever.
yeah, I'll call it out. I'll wait until I see that I got the SS for sure.
Yep.
Okay, that's.
Oh my god.
The time.
Let's go.
GG.
Yeah, I mean, it says
Oof.
5808, right? In
58-50 on my timer, so
Okay. Fair enough. It's not that difficult.
underestimate.
Definitely.
You take it.
GG.
Apologies for everything that happened.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault, I guess, somewhat.
It might be. We don't know that yet. Something
Well,
we don't know.
I know it's not my fault, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
That's all I care about, you know.
I think it was somehow Stellar's fault, but
Yeah, probably.
we are done with the first run. Speaking of Stellar, he's gonna be doing the next run, I believe, of
Yeah.
Twinsanity, all levels. We're gonna get some commentators for that as well. Thank you very much for starting off the event with this fire run.
Thank you.
Game does look quite fun.
I mean, it's my favorite game of all time, but so I'm not biased, but it's a really fun game, yeah.
It's goated.